Welcome back to Satori Sounds. In today's objective skill, we're diving into a leadership skill to help empower your team instead of being a micromanager. It's a simple process where you agree on an outcome, let them own the process, coach them and don't control them, and then allow an opportunity to reflect and grow. Step 1. Agree on the outcome. Clearly define what success looks like. Ensure there's a mutual understanding. So, for instance, ask them to repeat back how they've interpreted what you said in their own words. Set boundaries if needed, but focus on what needs to be achieved, not how. Let's say you've been tasked with releasing a new piece of software across your company. That needs to be undertaken in the next 90 days, and it must integrate with existing tools and minimize downtime. Instead of telling the team what you think they need to do, why don't you ask them, how do you propose we achieve this? They might come up with ideas such as migrating data, user training, system testing, etc. Just make sure you confirm the goals and the success criteria, but allow your team to shape how they're going to execute this. This will help create ownership. Step 2. Let them measure and update you. Ask them how they want to track the progress and reach an agreement with them. Set regular check-ins where they bring the updates to you and they can lead the conversation. Reinforce ownership with them by having them assess the performance towards the goals, and also, do they need anything else from you? Be clear with them. How do they want to track this? Is it a simple tracker in Excel or a more visual whiteboard tool? How often should we review as a team? How are we going to flag and resolve blockers? Then, coach but don't control. It's all too easy to jump in and tell people what to do nowadays. However, instead of solving problems for them, try and ask some guiding questions. What's working? Where are the challenges? What do you think should happen next? Give them some insights and some resources to help them achieve the goal, but let them lead and take the action and responsibility for doing it themselves. For instance, if your team comes up with an issue that they don't feel there's enough people to train the staff in the timeline, well, what do they think? What are their options and how can this be mitigated? Don't jump in and solve this for them. They need to own the decision-making process and keeping the project on track. Coach, but don't control. Then, encourage reflection and growth. Once the project's been finished, review the process together. Ask what they've learned and what they do differently and what they may want you to do differently next time. Celebrate the wins and reinforce their ability to work independently. By following these steps, you can shift from telling people what to do constantly to building a team that thrives on autonomy and accountability. You'll also discover, like I did, that you gain a huge amount of time back for yourself. Have a go at implementing this and let us know how you get on.